Hello there and welcome back to taking a look at the classics, and today, as you can see, we've got the biggest of the 2012 sets. That is of course the Epic Dragon Battle and the Ultrasonic Raider. So of course both of these sets did include the 4 golden weapons from 2011, and yeah, there's a lot of stuff to get through here and quite a few exclusive minifigures in these as well. So yeah, we can see the Epic Dragon and the Great Devourer and the Ultrasonic Raider and everything that's included. So to try and make this as quick as possible, we are going to start by taking a look at the minifigures. And we're going to start with the 4 ninja who all come in the Ultrasonic Raider, and then Jade does also come in the Epic Dragon Battle with this weapon there, so there you can see that. Yeah, there you can see all of their torso and leg printing, and of course the golden weapons again. Taking off the masks, we can see all of their faces, so you can see that. And if we turn all these guys around to the back, we can see Kai and Jade do get an extra sword. And then see some of the back detailing on those, and if we take all that off, we can see what was hidden beneath. So yeah, there's all of the back detailing on the 4 ninja. And the next 2 figures that we have here are Spitter and PYTHOR, both from the Ultrasonic Raider, and PYTHOR was exclusive. That was the only way to get PYTHOR in 2012, and the only way to get a purple version of PYTHOR until 2019, so that was pretty good. You can see the tail there and all of the printing on that. Came with one of the silver fang blades. You can see all of the print on his headpiece there, which looks very good. And all the print on the top as well. And yeah, and then there is his torso print under the head and the back printing. So it was pretty cool, nice purple snake, and of course my favourite Ninjago character of all time, PYTHOR P. Chumsworth. So yeah, there he is. And of course next up we've got Spitter, one of the Venomari. Yeah, pretty good minifigure. You can see all of his detailing there, and there, and there. So yeah, and he did also come in as Spinner, so PYTHOR was the only exclusive minifigure in the Ultrasonic Raider, but still a very good minifigure choice for him, so yeah. And the Epic Dragon Battle was the first set that Lloyd ZX was ever available in, the green ninja, the first time you could get him. So you can see the torso and leg detailing, and of course he has got the gunmetal grey armour there, and underneath the mask we can see his face, and of course you can see the print on the mask is pretty different to the other ninja there, and there's his second face, and the back printing. So yeah, the green ninja was definitely a highly sought after minifigure in 2012. Of course he was kind of central to the plot of season 1, who was the green ninja, and of course it turned out to be Lloyd, so yeah. And next up we've got Wu and Garmadon. So of course these were both available in the Destiny's Bounty that was released at the start of 2012, but this time Garmadon does have all 4 golden weapons there. So you can see all of their printing. If we take Wu's beard off, we'll be able to see what everything he has, so there you can see that. And then the back detailing. And then if we take off Garmadon's torso piece, there you can see his printing, and there is nothing on the back of Garmadon, so no point showing that. And yeah, this was the second way you could get 4-armed Garmadon, and you can see more of his face. So yeah, it was pretty cool that they gave him with all 4 golden weapons as well, so yeah, that is it for those 2. And the final 3 minifigures we have here, we've got Choken, the iconic snake thanks to D10 Studios, and then we've got Scalador and Acidicus. So this was the only set that included 2 snake generals, but we'll get to them in a minute. Here we can see Choken and all of his printing, and yeah, and then all the print on the top. Pretty good minifigure, and of course he's got the short orange legs because he is a Constricti, and yeah, he's got the mace there as well. And then as for the 2 snake generals, first up we've got Scalador here, pretty cool. He's got that same headpiece as PYTHOR with all the silver spikes on it. The black snake tail there, which of course is rubber. Came with an axe. It would have been cool if they came with the snake staffs, but nevertheless they aren't included. And then there you can see all of his torso print. If we just take the head off a bit, there you can see all that, and all of the back detailing. So yeah, Scalador was a very good minifigure, and yeah, pretty cool that we got the Constricti General finally in the Summer Wave. Then next up we've got the Venomari General, who's my personal favourite, and as you can see, all of the print on the face there, and the head, same head as Lazaru, and you can see the other eyes there, you can kind of see how that one's been scratched out. And there's the torso and leg print, He came with one of the the Hypnobrai Fang Blade as well. And there is the back printing on him. And of course he's got the dark green tail there, which looks very cool. So yeah, that is it for Acilicus and all the minifigures in these two sets. And then we're going to start off with the Ultrasonic Raider here. And just a quick look at the instructions. There are two books, so you can see the front of those. And if we take a look at this one, you can see we've got some advertisements in the middle of the book. If we just get to it. So you can see we've got the Wave 2 poster there with all of the ninja and the snakes. Then we've got a weapon checklist, as you can see, with all the new Summer 2012 weapons. Then we've got some character cards, as you can see, with the new snakes. And then the back of this, there are no advertisements, but in the other one, there are advertisements at the back. So as you can see, we've got the Wave 2 spinners, the Ninjago.com for the summer sets, and then another advertisement for all of the summer 2012 sets, which was a pretty small wave, but it was a very good wave. And now we can get on to the main vehicle itself. And of course this is pretty unique in the fact that its legacy set came 3 years early. It got remade in 2016 as the Ultra Stealth Raider, which was pretty cool in Day of the Departed. There you can kind of see the whole vehicle from the side there. And of course the first thing you'll probably notice is these big brown treads. They do run pretty nicely, as you can see. It's a bit hard on this surface, but if you get it at the right angle, it can run like so. And on top of those, there are these flick-fire missiles that you can just launch off. And of course in the show, those would launch off and attach to the Great Devourer to try and pull it down, so that was pretty cool. And then at the front here, as you can see, we've got the cockpit. You can see some of the printing and the stickers all over that. And this sticker up here, which has Zane and Cole's Earth symbols on them. And inside the cockpit here you can see we have got space to sit a ninja. Just the one though. And in the show, this area could sit 3 ninjas, so it's a lot smaller. But yeah, we can put Zane in there, and then close the thing up, and you can see he is ready to go. And then you can probably see the clips as well on the side, and that is because you can put the ninja's golden weapons onto these clips like so that you can have the ninja all in the vehicle. And when the pictures of this were first revealed, I did think this was actually going to be the 4 golden weapon vehicles combined together, kind of like how the Ultra Dragon was the 4 original dragons. But yeah, that was made by the Tornado of Creation, of course. And you can see we've got all these weapons on here. And yeah, you can see moving up, we've got the flames in the back there. And we've got the other cockpit there that's got J and Kai symbols on. More details in there. If we open that up, we can see inside it. And then we can sit another ninja inside, so we'll put Cole in here. And you can close that up. And then you can see the lights at the front there. Some of these engines all over it. The flames popping out the side of those spinner crowns. And yeah, more of the stuff. Some more details on the top of that there, as you can see. And then in the back here we've got a prison, so you can just open that up and stick a minifigure in. It's kind of implied that you can put Spitter in there, but we're just going to throw Kai in there for the sake of it. And then we can see we've got the big, massive wheels at the back here. They are very big, as you can see. They roll nicely. And around on the other side you can see more of the stuff here. And the 3 golden blades there. And yeah, these speakers that you can move forward to attack the Great Devourer with the Sacred Flutes recording. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the Ultrasonic Raider. Not much else that it could do. Oh, but what's that? What's that sticking out of the back, you may ask? Well, let's see, shall we? So, shall we see what happens when we push that in? Oh, the blades have just kind of popped out. That's a pretty cool feature. I guess you can attack some snakes from that. There's how that looks with it all out. And oh, this is wobbly. Oh, what's that? And as you can see, the whole thing splits apart. So you get left with this kind of tank at the bottom, which is very hollow, as you can see. But then the the main bulk of this is all one big jet, so that is pretty cool. Unfortunately I'm missing a golden blade, it snapped off as you can see there, which is quite sad, but yeah, you can kind of see how that's supposed to look. And yeah, that was a very nice feature, that was a nice surprise. Obviously it kind of harkens back to the golden weapons with their converting feature, so yeah, that was another reason why I kind of thought this was those weapons combined, because these kind of do resemble Jay's Stormfighter. And then of course, to put this all back, you can first of all pull this and push this in to release the blades, but if you want to put it back, you should push them out, because then what you can do is you slot it in here, you can see the holes that it fits into. You slot it back on there, and then to lock it into place, you just pull back on that, and then as you can see, this isn't going anywhere, and you've got the whole ultrasonic radar to do whatever you want with. So yeah, that is it for the ultrasonic radar, a very good set, and yeah, one of the highlights of 2012, and of course it came with an exclusive PYTHOR minifigure, which is always a bonus. And then here is the Epic Dragon Battle set, the biggest of the 2012 wave, and definitely the best of the 2012 wave as well. So of course you can see everything we've got. We've got the four-headed dragon, we've got the Great Devourer, and then we've got the little bit of Ouroboros in the back as well. As for the instructions, book 3 did include the weapon checklist in the middle of the book, plus the poster, plus the character card advertisements, and then book 1 had all the other advertisements in it, as you can see, and then all of that there, and all of that there. So yeah, that was it for the instructions. I think we should start by taking a look at the Great Devourer, who of course was one of the big attractions to this set, getting the Great Devourer. So first of all, you can see he's got a broken tooth there, but that's no problem, we can replace that. If we just take this off here, and then put in one of these spare ones, we will be able to, there we go, we've got the Great Devourer whole again. And yeah, there you can see the big silver teeth and the red eyes, and you can see he's got the weak spot on the top of his head there, as you can see the snake, the printing, and that is on a ratchet joint, so you can move that up to get a more menacing look if you want to. And then of course the main feature with the head here, so you could open up the mouth just by pressing on the back there, and it does fall down, but you could also put in a minifigure, and then you could just chomp away at them, like so. So poor Jay has just been eaten there. But yeah, and you can see they just use a rock piece for the mouth there, and you can see the silver teeth at the bottom as well. You can see some more of the details going down the back and the sides, as you can see, and all the way down. And as you can see, it's got this base here. This is all sturdy, so you can't move this, so it is constantly in this upright position, which is pretty cool because it enables you to easily attack the dragon. There you can see the base there and how it stands. On the back, we've got the rest of the snake, which you can see does all have ball joints, so you can turn it however way you want. These bits at the back do break off pretty easily, but there's not too big a problem. And you can of course bring the whole tail up like that, and it can still stand pretty well. So yeah, you can do quite a bit with this. It would have been cool if the rest of the body was as flexible as this, but I can understand why they did it, to kind of keep the whole thing able to stand upright easily. And yeah, that is it for the Great Devourer, which was only available in this set of course. And as you can see, there is a bit of a gap under the Ouroboros segment, so you can just put the whole snake in there like so, and then have it just kind of ready to crawl out from its prison and go and attack Ninjago. And it's a great kind of add-on point to go to this bit of Ouroboros. So as you can see, first of all we've got the ramp down there, and you can lift that up to kind of stop people getting up to the prison if you want to, as you can see, all around that. And as you can see, the red spider there, and there is a prison cell, and that just works by lifting up the gate a bit, like so. Then you can open it up however way you want to, so you can twist it in or out, like so. And then in the prison cell you can see we've got some scratches in the walls, that is where you can throw Sensei Wu inside. And you can close him up like so, and he can just count away the days until he is free. And then in the back here there is actually another kind of prison cell. This one just works by opening this up, and then you can see inside there. Let's throw in Lord Garmadon without weapons, so you can just stand him in there, and he does fit pretty well, and of course you can just trap him in like so. And then as you can see in the back here we've got that bin piece, and what you can do with that is you can first of all take it off so we can see what's inside. As you can see, there are some green studs in there, and they're kind of resembling devourer venom or snake venom. And then what you can do is you can just pour those in on the unsuspecting Wu, and yeah, you can get doused with devourer venom. And you can see all the venom seeping out of the snake heads there. We've got 2 of those butterfly sword pieces, more of these snake heads. And then as you can see we've got the pillar up there with more venom coming out, and the golden snake heads on top of that. So yeah, that's a pretty cool prison. And then if we take Wu out here, you can see the studs that were poured into the whole area. So yeah, you can take those out pretty simply, like so, and then put them back in to attack another unsuspecting prisoner. And then the final bulk of the set is of course the Ultra Dragon itself. So obviously you can see it's got 4 dragon heads. We've got the Lightning Dragon, the Earth Dragon, Fire Dragon and Ice Dragon. So as you can see they've all got their kind of elements surging through them. You can see the print on Rocky's head there. Now these 2 at the bottom don't have any shooters in their mouths, but you can use them to kind of grab Serpentine if you want to. So you can just kind of put Spitter or whoever you want in there, and then we'll just grab hold of them like so. And yeah, you can throw them about. Their heads are attached on ball joints, as you can see. And then you can see the printing for the Lightning Dragon there, and he does have a shooter, but you only get 1 ball in the set, and that has gone to the Ice Dragon over here, as you can see. And you can just simply shoot that off by pressing down on it like the normal shooters. It's kind of got stuck though, but you know how that works. It's just the green ball there. We'll try it in the other head. So let's try not to use this, but obviously you just squeeze down on it and it will fire out, like so. So yeah, that is just the dragon head shooting function. You can see up in the middle we've got the place to pilot this thing. That is where you can stand Lloyd Garmadon. So if you take out his sword, he would just stand back here on some studs, and then you would close these up on him to lock him in place, as you can see. And then he can just grab hold of those and pilot the dragon. So that's pretty cool. You can see all this space by the heads. Yeah, the heads have got quite a bit of room, but not too much. You can't bring these 2 forwards with these forwards, they will all get in the way, as you can see. But yeah, it's a pretty cool dragon, and of course you can get the heads in a range of different positions. And then we can kind of get a side view from this side, as you can see, with the legs, and then again from this side, so you can see all the detail on the wings. And it's got these hands, as you can see. Now the wings, as you can see, they are fixed like this. You can't unwrap them like the 2011 dragons. The front feet are on ball joints, as you can see, but these feet pieces have snapped, unfortunately, so I'm going to stick them together. But you can see the feet are on ball joints that you can move. And the back feet are on ball joints as well, but the legs are stationary. So yeah, you can see all of that. And then up here, as you can see, we've got the long tail with all the green on there. And then right in the back here, you can see more of the green. If we go right up, you can see kind of the body. And then this is a handle. Now what you can do with this is, you can use it to pick up the dragon, but when you do that, something extra special happens, is the whole dragon will just kind of move down like that, and the wings will flap out like so, as you can see. So we've got the impressive wingspan, and of course what you can do with that is you can just kind of flap the wings like so. yeah, that makes for a very cool scenario. You've got the nice flapping wings there that you can just do constantly, and the body kind of moves with that, so it makes it look more natural. And as you can see, the head of the Earth Dragon is kind of fallen apart when we did that. You can just put that back together like so. And then, yeah, the last part of this set is of course the tail, which can whip about like so. So yeah, that is pretty cool. And that is pretty much it for the Ultra Dragon. You can also sit it down with the wings all the way out like so, but you kind of have to reposition the heads at the front so that they don't hit the ground, as you can see. And yeah, it takes a bit of time to get it into the sprawled out position. You do sometimes have to move the legs, but yeah, it looks very good like that. And that is pretty much it for the Ultra Dragon. So let's get on to an overall ratings. But just quickly before we get onto that, as you can see, a quick comparison with the Legacy Ultra Dragon, which did have the same feature of course with the flapping wings, although these wings were plastic as you can see. And yeah, the big heads that were all lined up. And I do think one of the best Ultra Dragon looks that you can get is when you put these heads onto this dragon. I think that looks very good, as you can see there. So yeah, the new Ultra Dragon with the old Ultra Dragon heads on, I think makes for the most accurate look to the show, and you can see kind of all of the heads in their positions. So yeah, I think that's a very good look, and of course if you have got both of these sets, that is something that you could do, and it makes for a very impressive look. So yeah, if you want to make an accurate Ultra Dragon, all you need is the two Ultra Dragon sets, and then you just have to swap the heads. So yeah, now we can get on to an overall rating. So yeah, overall, as I said, these two sets were definitely the best two of the 2012 wave. The Ultra Dragon at the time, of course, was the biggest dragon ever released. And yeah, they've got a great minifigure selection. All of the exclusive Snake Generals are very good as well, very detailed. Both of these sets, of course, did come with the full golden weapons of Spinjitzu. And the Ultrasonic Raider was a great set if you wanted to get all 4 ninja, all 4 weapons, plus the main villain of the season. And the Ultra Dragon, of course, was great to get if you wanted the Green Ninja, plus Lord Garmadon with 4 arms and the golden weapons. So yeah, that's really all I've got to say for these. The Great Devourer included was another added bonus as well. So yeah, that's pretty much it, and I will see you again very soon.